India dreams big when it comes to building its own weapons. Yet, every breakthrough often hides a history of delays, technical glitches, and missed deadlines. Did you know that Tejas fighter jet took over 2 decades of reaching initial operational capability? Yet today, India fields proudly homegrown missiles and artillery that rival the best in the world. Dreams of defense and self-reliance is real, but the journey remains messy, uncertain, and full of lessons India must own. Welcome back to Defense Reimagined, 30 days of real power. And after learning why jointness is India's secret power and how AI might rewrite warfare, today we focus on the steel and rockets India builds at home. The weapons that decide battlefield futures. Indigenous defense is at the heart of India's strategic autonomy. But the road is rough and revealing. Let's break down what's working and what's holding India back. Indigenous weapons aren't just about pride or politics. They mean control over technology, supply chains, and battlefield readiness. India's indigenous defense is a mix of advanced missiles like BrahMos, stealth fighters like Tejas, and artillery systems wielded together with ambitions, policies like Make in India defense. But indigenous doesn't guarantee success overnight. It's a hard grind to turn design, testing, and production into ready-to-use reliable forces. For decades, India defense projects have been slowed by red tape, funding gaps, and technological hurdles. The Tejas fighter took longer than planned, delayed by design changes and certification bottlenecks. Some missile programs suffered repeated test failures. Meanwhile, dependence on foreign imports continues to grow, exposing India to supply risks during crisis. Even recent Make in India successes face challenges scaling production and integrating complex systems quickly. Who is in the struggle? The defense scientists and labs like DRDO pushing innovation against odds. The Indian Armed Forces waiting, sometimes impatiently, for these indigenous weapons to be battle ready. Defense manufacturers, both public and private, racing to meet quality standards and timelines. Policymakers crafting reforms but balancing urgency with accountability. And of course, the citizens and taxpayers who fund these ambitious and deserve transparency. What happens if India keeps improving indigenous defense? The production will speed up, making critical assets available on time. The supply chain will be safer from global disruption. New tech like hypersonic missiles and smart artillery will boost India's strategic edge. And if problem persists, India will risk failing behind in tech, buying costly foreign gear at tense moments. Forces end up with a mix of imported and patchwork. More often than not, we start seeing the ambitions that we have, the risk becoming only hollow slogans instead of battle-proof reality. Here's the bright side. India is no longer just dreaming, it's delivering. The BrahMos missile, co-developed with Russia, is hallmark success. Now produced domestically with plans for variants, Tejas Mark 1A with expanded indigenous content is rolling out steadily. And defense startups are innovating like never before. Defense reforms now incentivize timely projects completion and promote private sector participation. These wins show that India has the ability to learn, adapt, and grow stronger at home. For India, indigenous weapons aren't just hardwares. They are tools of freedom. Relying less on foreign powers means more strategic autonomy. It ensures that India can fight its own battles without begging. This isn't easy. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The payoff is security that can't be bargained away. The vision must marry ambition with discipline, innovation with grounded project management. Success isn't guaranteed, but the resolve to build homegrown strength is India's best bet to truly defend itself, not just survive. Tomorrow we turn attention to hypersonic weapons, the lightning fast missiles that are already reshaping global direction. What indigenous defense success or setback made you curious? Share in the comments below, hit subscribe, and stay on this journey with us. Until then, keep reimagining yourself and know that the power of change lies within you. Jai Hind.